Hello and welcome back so soon. We are here for round two of GP Klemnae, facing off against Tremor on a deck that was not on my radar going into this GP. Blue-black Aristocrats. Blue-black Sacrifice. It's making use of all the good black sacrifices. That's Deadly Dispute, Voidman's Prodigy, Scofa's Conqueror, with the very good blue sacrificable creature of Charming Siren, along with generically good blue cards like Beyond the Shroud. The deck is nearly mono black. There's not being sorry, Conjure Forth is the blue card. Um, and it's actually the only blue cards in the main are the two Conjure Forth and the three Charming Siren. And the three Hushed Briefing, right? That's the other big one. Because the deck makes a lot of tokens, it can play very cheap Hushed Briefing, which is a very strong card. Yeah. I mean, we just gotta aggro them down. I can't imagine I'm favored in this matchup, but I feel like I'm kind of playing with house money this month. I got nothing to prove. And let's see if we can steal some wins on the draw. Well, that's a zero lander. So see my opponent. Someone tells me they're keeping a mulligan. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay, they mulligan. I mulligan. Okay, turn 1 Magma Flow, turn 2 Disruptive Crook, turn 3 Solid Smog plus flip it, hopefully. Because they have so much different things in their deck, they don't have a ton of removal. There's 3 Mantle of Dusk, 1 Dragon to the Dark, 2 Beyond the Shroud, and 3 Fashion Temple from Flash. Those are pretty bad for me, but there's also keep 6 for me. Maybe Faith of Animosity goes down. Probably second Magma Flow. Might not have good targets. Sorry about that. Okay. Swamp, immediate, sacrificial, lamb. Okay. It's going to be a significant robot. Oh, Incendiary Flow is good in this matchup. They have a lot of things that I would rather be exiled than die. Yeah, I wouldn't give my discount huge chances of survival, but it could theoretically happen. Pathetic Cocoon. Yeah, it's a very strong card. It's one of their few 4-ofs. Do they have the second land on the Malta 6? They didn't have the second land. I'm surprised they attacked. Yeah, if they didn't have second land, they would sacrifice the lamb rather than attack with it. And they're equipping the berry to the cocoon, giving themselves effectively a 2/4 blocker. That is quite annoying. All of my burn does 3. Well, I'm guessing I'm just going to play Disgruntled Crook and ship the turn. Yeah, Cocoon going from effectively 2 mana 1/4 blocker to 2 mana 2/4 blocker really does matter for Pauper. I might be forced to try to crunch through with Faith of Animosity. They don't have a ton of instant speed removal. Dragon in the Dark's the only one. Oh no, yeah, and Mantle does not have Flash. No. Yeah, I don't really have the measure of this format, I think. I think the sacrifice hushed briefing thing looked like a very effective value engine, possibly better as a value engine even than the kind of blue white blink stuff. Oof. They're gonna sacrifice a creature, make a 5/5. Yeah, that's a pretty good curve. Okay, I don't think I have a lot of hands that are beating a curve like that. Got the mountain. Can I race this? It would be tricky. I could play Solid Smog, attack flip. But then I'm tapped out, and they can just block, take 3, or even just double block, take 2. That's not very good for me. It only gets in 2 damage even. I could attack on its own, hope to Face of Animosity to 2 from myself on blocks. I could stay back and try to burn them out. What's my win condition here? I have 9 points of burn in hand, and they're at 16. So I need to find 7 more damage. They can make another 5/5 next turn. Um, it's a good draw, certainly. Um, Play Smog, flip, it doesn't seem to do much. Attack with Crook, try to Face of Animosity. Like, well, how does that get me anywhere is the thing. But it feels like just chuck Magma Flow at face, chuck Incendiary Flow at face cannot be the answer here. Just put them to 6. I'll have, what, Lightning Splinters, Face of Animosity to work with to do the rest of the other 10 damage? I don't see how that's going to happen. I think my plan has to be I'm gonna beat them with 5 burn spells. Or like 4 burn spells plus an attack involving Solid Smog. I don't think I really have a chance of like fighting a fair mid-range game against like Give Cecil, which is good at 2-for-1 me every time. Like I could spend 2 cards on killing the horror, and then 2 cards on killing the next horror. But like there's no way I win that game. I'm just out of gas. So does it just burn their face right now? You could argue that since the Crook isn't doing much for me right now, I should attack a Face of Animosity um, on the blocks just to get some value out of it. Face of Animosity is not that useful to me right now either. Then I could Lightning Splinter's face, chuck Magma Flow at face. Efficient use of my time. But, I could also chump with Disgruntled Crook, just hopefully buy me an extra turn. I think I'm probably going to be able to get better value out of Crook later. Which means I should just start unloading my burn right now? It feels weird, but I think that might be the answer. I think it's attack with Crook. I think something needs to go right for me this game. Okay, I'm going to Face of Animosity. That's good. My Crook actually survives this, and I get to trample over for 1. 1 is important. 15 is different than 16 in my deck of all spells that deal 3 damage exactly. And now I'm going to chuck a Lightning Splinters and probably a Magma Flow at their face. I don't know if I'll be able to attack again, so yeah. Chuck Lightning Splinters at your face. Chuck Magma Flow at your face. Pass turn. Okay. Well, they don't have anything to sack. Yeah, this is kind of. If they blocked with horror, that'd be much worse for me. But they blocked with the cocoon. Now they're at 9. If I go top deck, burn spell, top deck, burn spell, I could win this. And they don't have any life gain, obviously. They do have Void Myth Prodigy. Look, I can't beat everything. I can't beat a lot of things. Mantle of Dusk. Yeah, that's gonna. That's probably the last time I'm gonna control a creature this game. Okay, show me Magma Flow on the top into Incendiary Flow off the top. I would also accept Raislet Meditation. Mountain. I can play Solid Smog, but I can't really attack with it. I could Incendiary Flow, which does. I could permanently remove Cocoon, but whatever. I don't care at this point. I'm not getting through for damage really. I think it's Incendiary Flow your face, play Solid Smog on probably Chump Blocker duty. If they don't have anything, I can reanimate. They can get back a creature. They don't do anything. Next turn, they could hit me for. They could chump, and then okay. I get 2 more turns. So next, I play Solid Smog. I play Incendiary Flow. I chump. I draw a burn spell. I burn their face. I take a big hit, but I don't die. Yeah, it's gotta be how I win this game. I mean, I don't see how else I win this game. Can I win next turn? Yes. Top card is in. Yeah, I can win next turn if they have nothing. If my top card is Igneous Visions. Igneous Visions um into the raid one. Igneous Visions into Lightning Splinters. Igneous Visions cast again. Lightning Splinters attack, burn, kill you. That's my out. Or I could do it over 2 turns if they don't have anything. I don't think they can, with a chump blocker. I don't think they can kill. They certainly can kill me this turn. I don't think they can kill me next turn either. That true? Okay, Beyond the Shroud kills my creature. I could have played that later for the haste, but they're going to leave back a blocker every turn. So, oh yeah, exiled. Beyond the Shroud is exile. Actually, it's slightly annoying against me. Okay, so now they can seize souls, sacrifice this, make a 5/5, hit me to 9, and then I am in fact dead. Okay, they can even attach 2 berries to this and kill me next turn that way. Scophos. Okay, I don't think I can have lethals this turn. It has to be something like Igneous Visions into Raislet Meditation. Yeah, Igneous Visions into Raislet Meditation into top deck Burn Spell. Face Animosity. I'm just dead. Okay. Okay, yeah, that kind of expected to happen. This is not seeming like a great matchup for me, which is part of why I think that the sacrifice decks are so good. They're very good against the aggro decks incidentally. Don't really have good sideboard plans either. Not that I really know if there's a good red sideboard plan for this matchup. I could play Punishment for Nyx, but I don't want to kill most of these creatures. Doesn't actually accomplish much. So I think I just run it as is. Yep. Just hope that their start is slow and my start is fast. That's about the extent of my plans. I think I played that game the right way. Like if I tried to trade off my cards for their cards and spend 2 burn spells, kill the horror, then like there'd be no way, right? Then I'd be in such a worse position. I could have not played Solid Smog on that last turn, but I still wouldn't have been able to do anything. I think playing Solid Song is right. It played to my outs, which is I don't top deck Face Velocity. I top deck a burn spell, or like multiple burn spells, and then I'm able to kind of pressure life to, and then I'm able to chump block. And if I don't draw a burn spell, I wasn't going to win either way. So keeping Solid Smog in hand wasn't the problem. Their sideboard is crazy, by the way. They have like a whole bunch of one ofs and three of them. I don't know what's going on. I can't imagine it's an Unmologist matchup. It could be a Destructive Ambition matchup. Probably either Dragons of the Dark matchup. Probably either Ranks Unmade matchup. I guess those are the cards I should expect to come in. I will be on the play. My opponent's captain. I haven't even looked at my 7. I can't keep this, can I? No, there's no way. 1 drop, 2 drop, 5 lands on the play? Ugh, it's close. I mean, I could imagine cards I could draw that would make this better. Obviously, the 5th land is pretty dead, but I do want creatures in this matchup. These are kind of the creatures I want. Huh, is this better than a 6? I think no. I think I should mull to 6. I think I need to be better than this. Okay, this is not perfect, but it's still decent. Keep 6, put back Face Animosity, maybe? If only 1 creature? Or is it Third Mountain? It's Third Mountain. If I never get a chance to use Face Animosity, I was not winning that game anyways. I need a third land to play Igneous safely, but I'm likely to find that eventually. They shock in Enigmatic Fen for another Sacrificial Lamb. Ooh, Deranged Cultist. Okay, not bad. Gonna play Disgruntled Crook. Hope for land off the top for me next turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They got a 7 mana Coalesce in their graveyard. Okay, I mean, land was what I was asked for, but I think I'm still in pretty rough shape. I think I have to just run out Deranged Cultist and Mountain. I could chuck Magma Flow, doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay, I have to hope they have no answer to Deranged Cultist, and I can really just ride it all the way to victory. I'll take my 1. And what do they got? Turn 3. They have a Deadly Dispute. Sacrifice the lamb, draw 3, make a treasure. Nothing I can do about that. When they found the lands, they have 2 more mana to spend this turn. And their deck looks like a lot of fun. And they're leaving up 2 mana. They have 7 cards in hand. They surely have something. Probably could be Dragons of the Dark. Can they afford Hush Briefing? No, they're a little short on that. Could be another Deadly Dispute easily. Could even be Destructive Ambition if Hasty brought that in. I think you Igneous Visions first here. Kind of mountain. Sure, play it. Now, I have to attack with range goals. It attacks each combat if able. They're going to go for the block, and I go for Faith Venomosity. If they counter my Faith Venomosity, it's really bad for me. Does that mean I should Magma Flow the Horror token? They could also have a Dragon to the Dark here. How do I win this game? I probably really want to. I really want to use this Magma Flow on this mount to discard this mountain, not to bolt a 1/1 horror. I think I need things to go my way for this to go well. Look, because they have a way to 2-for-1 me here. It's bad, but I don't think I can play in fear and like bolt 1/1s. Yeah. Yeah, I think this game is pretty over at this point. With me, they're at 16 and me with no pressure. Such is the way of mono red against opponents who are prepared, and I think Tremor definitely prepared. Very cool deck, as I said. I'll play it out. They're being aggressive too. Like they're attacking if they're 1/1s. I do have haste creatures in my deck, but I think it's right for them to try to end the game against a deck of this much burn. Willing Acolyte. Yep. They got 4 lands this turn. Yep. As expected. Yeah. I would not, this card was on my radar at all. Give Gifts to Soul. This card seems pretty good. Pretty dang good. Yeah, Trevor's not going to make me wait very long. Discard Mountain. Draw 2. Yeah, I don't see how I win this game. I guess I'll put up as much of a fight as I can, which is, I guess, play Solid Smog, play Cultist, Ships a turn. If they somehow, if their hand is all blank somehow, I still think I can't beat 2/5/5s, but, this is what trying to win the game looks like, I think. I think Mono Red probably has more of a chance against, like, the Blink decks. They have fewer small blockers, and a lot of their value generating plays aren't tempo positive. Um, but yeah, the sacrifice decks. Blue black sack. Who would have thought? And able to cast a 3-mana scry 2, draw 2. That's a pretty good card. And I know Tremor. Tremor's attack with both. Tremor understands that they're the aggro here. Bottoms 2, draws 2. And me being all worried about Nemologists. It turns out there's a lot of very powerful cards in Pauper. I mean, you saw like Hushed Briefing, Deadly Dispute, Fashion Temples from Flesh. On my side, Face Venomosity, Igneous Visions are pretty messed up cards. Also in this format, Maddening Maw, Cliff Walker, Conjure Forth is pretty silly. But all of the maneuvers are pretty wild. So yeah, lots of things going on in Pauper. I feel like I am not on the most powerful one of them. Yeah, get in, get in. Love it. I suspect my range. One of my creatures, or possibly both, are about to die. Nope. but it does have Death Touch, so. Well, I'm going to flash back to Ignis Visions. Hit a mountain. I mean, if I attack with both, they just don't block and hit me back for 6. I have to hope they don't block for some reason. I hope. Facing Velocity doesn't do anything here. So, let it go. They got 5 on board. A lot of things kill me here. Yeah, this did not feel close. Props to Tremor for finding this. Tremor has been an absolutely spectacular deck builder for like the past 3 months. And Tremor is actually my rival in another very weird way. There are 3 Scryfall-like search engines for the Revolution Custom Standard format. There is the official one, LackeyBot, maintained by Cajun. I love Cajun. Cajun does so much work behind the scenes you would not believe. Um, uh, and then there's Tremors, and then there's mine. Um, so we're kind of both developers of unofficial. Wow. Okay, they had everything. They had 5 million burn spells, and I was just dead even if they didn't attack. Okay. Yeah. Then Tremor maintains tremore.github.io, which has a very slick looking interface and has a record of all the league lists, which I go to often. And Escape from Limbo, which is mine, has a whole bunch of little weird hidden features, which is why I use it. It also maintains the it has drafting support for every set, which I might be using fairly soon. But yeah, Tremor also has been really outdoing me in deck building and winning for pretty much the entire Innistrad Valir season, and has not stopped today. GG to Tremor with the pretty convincing 2-0. We'll need to win 2 more matches to clinch a spot in Top Cut. Wish me luck, and good night.